So for those of you watching, I put them on mute. When you get these different body parts open, once your eye is open, you can go into that DNA or that information. And he already knows how to do this, so that's why you don't hear me instruct him too much. You know how to make that noise? They're like, if you're trying to do that and get those neck muscles. So get uncomfortable, pull your shoulders back, and then make that noise as you squeeze your fucking... You're gonna choke, but it's gonna get all that mucus. Oh, shit. Alright. Crown. Okay, you'll be able to squeeze. Okay, so now when you lift your muscles on your head, you'll feel the muscles on top of your head. You look like you about to yak again. You about to yak again? Okay, so you'll be able to lift them. Okay, but now you'll be able to squeeze them. Can you squeeze them now? On top of your head? And you'll feel it go down the sides of your neck and the back. Okay, then start to squeeze your cheeks. And then like you're trying to flare your nostrils. And you'll start to feel right in your spine where you're blocked. Okay, once you feel that muscle, inhale hard through your nose. Look up. Then you're gonna lift your shoulders up like a shrug, and then squeeze your elbows and fists. Then rotate your fists to the sky, and then open them, and then straighten your arms and start pulling your arms like you're trying to stretch them. It's gonna start pulling some shit out of your head. Keep pulling your fingers, your hands. Now start to stretch them down and away. Yep. And then once you think you can't stretch no more, rotate your hands up and then keep stretching farther. Feeling that energy, huh? All right, but let's do some third eye shit. Let's go inside, take a look at that lotus. Did it take you straight somewhere else, or do you see the lotus?
I see the lotus.
But you somewhere else, huh?
But it's like I've been here.
Well, I mean, it's always like that. Because, we're just remembering. So, go ahead, describe what you see.
It's a green... It's like a spring green lotus flower. But on the inside, it's pink. But the core part of it, it's like a burgundy or
burgundy. Okay, or brown, right in there.
Garnet type red.
Yeah. So that's your butt to your intestines. So if you squeeze your butt and then squeeze your lower stomach, you'll start to feel tightness. And it should affect that flower as you squeeze them together.
It's like I'm in some type of garden or something.
Can you see any paths?
I see multiple.
Okay. Take your pick. As you walk down, tell me when it changes into something else.
A bunch of people, what they do?
Yeah, it's a ritual.
They don't look like nothing
human.
No, it's human, but it's...
Are they tall? Are they blue? Are they fucking...
It's like they go in and out. And when I say in and out, I mean that as far as in this realm and then out of it, and I'm just in water.
You're in water, okay. One of those lives. Alright, so viewers get something. Probably Atlantis or what, Lemuria, one of the two. Probably.
Nah, this is way before them.
Ah, okay. Oh, this them OGs. They don't look like humanoid.
Yeah, this is a time before time. This is
This is when we was just water.
yeah.
Okay. What'd you see? Or do you still want to go back in?
I'm gonna go back in for a slight sec.
We're in your neck. Yeah, we're in water. Okay, you're over here in my right. What do I look like?
Like you got some hazmat suit on right now.
What do you got?
Why do you got a hazmat? What the fuck?
I can't explain how it comes sometimes, bro. Whatever. Fuck it. I got a hazmat suit up.
I'm about to have a conversation.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is that?
I'm on water now.
What happened?
I had a conversation with the water.
That's where all the information is in the water. It's living history. Seen some shit. But you always had a connection with water, which is why you always kind of done that. Because that's not Tai Chi, that's some other shit. That's some like water based, because your movements are a lot different than when I go into Tai Chi. Yours are more like water. They sway, they're wavy. What happened? So what did it say?
You know, like how you know something, but you don't want to accept it at times, or you really just don't want to accept it.
Yeah.
But no matter, even if you choose not to accept it, you still gonna have to accept it.
Yeah. I had to do a lot of that in the beginning.
Basically, what I got from the conversation me and the water had, and it wasn't like how me and you were talking.
You channeled it.
Yeah, it was a.
That's why you did those movements.
It was a different type of language I can't explain. But basically, what I got from it is that I have to become it. In order for me to do what has to be done, I have to become it. And that's just not on a personal, as an individual thing. That's also like a universal thing in a way. It's kind of strange.
Well, someone's got to do it first. Just like how I'm doing what I'm doing. Eventually, because you is just a matter of time. You know? Because you got to figure you out first. And then once you figure you out, you can do what you're supposed to do.
I don't be expecting this. I hope you know this too. I don't be expecting what I be seeing, bro. I don't be trying to, like, no, I just don't want people to get, you know what I'm saying? Cause,
yeah, I get it. I get it.
You know?
Yeah, and I couldn't make you see nothing. You know what I mean? It's not like you try. Because Because in this life, we ain't got no knowledge of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, you gotta just go with it, because not everything's supposed to make sense, but it makes sense.
And see, that's the crazy. That's the shit I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about, bro. But the crazy part is, man, I love it. That's the wow. I'm in love with things not making sense, but making sense at the same time. That's the
Because you're not always meant to understand when you get the download, because that's why you're getting the download, right? But then as life carries on and you start getting stronger, you start to understand, like, oh, that's what this meant.
And once again, bro, in that conversation, and that flow,
Yeah,
just something.
that flow state, baby. But that water flow state, though.
In that state, it was like fast forwarding through. I can't even say that.
So, like, I have a feeling that yes, there's gonna be some crazy shit to see that's happening, huh? That when you can go to those places, you become water or whatever, right? It's the best way to put it. When you become water, I have a feeling you can pull that into here, like out of thin air, almost type shit, because you are water. Just exactly what they're saying, right?
I'm walking on the water, bro, and I'm there. You hear, but you couldn't hear the conversation.
Yeah,
I wanted you to hear this, but you couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
And so we're right here on the water. You're right here next to me. But I'm probably like maybe 6 to 9 feet away from you.
Right.
And I'm standing on the water, and I'm just.
It's like being grounded, except for you're not using the earth, you're using your.
Yeah.
And it's because we got into your solar plexus today. Remember, I was like, I didn't know how to show you how to do that before.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I always told you that how you control water is with your solar plexus. And, well, obviously your heart, because your hands and shit. But here, and I don't know if it's got anything to do with your feet, but I know those three for sure. But like I said, we get bits and pieces the more you progress, because you got to put the work in to get the rest. Like, you know. But that's why every time you come back, you take leaps.